A camera still sits, a GameCube, stationary, next to a Framemeister that has had its power cut. The controllers are no longer connected, but they are draped across the floor, next to empty Gatorade bottles, and a copy of a game that no one should own, ever. Some donut holes, some cookies, bottles of water, and in the corner, spare memory cards. Yes, it does appear that this is the remnants of an Extra Life event. Hello everyone, and welcome to Sunday. As always, it feels like I got hit by a truck. It's just kind of the way the day after Extra Life feels. Some of it has to do with the amount of time that you stay up, I think, yes. But I think it's amplified when you are doing a lot of other things, too, because you are playing video games, which is a lot of mental activity and eye strain. So there's a lot of things that are just going, just kind of wearing you down. And then also the mental activity of, being entertaining. What we do is entertainment, and it's difficult. It's challenging and fun, but it is still difficult. To put on what is essentially a show for 17 hours. So always, the next day I feel quite exhausted, and it's going to take me a few days before I am back up to full speed. But I got to tell you, Extra Life was amazing. It was amazing. $64,000. I did a write-up today on Facebook. If you haven't already seen it, head over to my Facebook page, whatever, facebook.com/george.steven, because nothing can be easy. There's a write-up over there that talks about Extra Life and some of the interesting statistics, just in terms of like the number of donations and the average donation, the largest donation, things like that. And it was great. It was great. I know I've said it before, but I could not have done it without the help of Dan reading donations, which saved us so much time. Anyone who's seen the previous Extra Life streams know that. He saved us a ton of time. Chaz, who also saved us a ton of time because he was inputting the games into the system, which is another thing that we have previously had to do. He's also helped with so many other things as far as setting things up, not only on the back end doing that stuff for the donation, but also on the front end making some of the stream elements work correctly, like the donation totals and things like that. Chaz helped set that up. The moderators, we have such incredible moderators, and they did such an amazing job for such a long stream, and we sincerely appreciate them. And it's been interesting and also very nice because we have like an actual team of moderators now. And what I mean by that is, up to this point, we haven't done live streaming like normally as a regular thing. We would do it once a year for Extra Life, and I sincerely appreciated all the help that we had, but these were like volunteer mods, and now the moderators that we had at the event were comprised, almost entirely of our core moderator, staff that are there for our breakfast streams, that are there for, the other things that we do. So it's interesting because there's been that shift also from having just folks that are volunteering their time to help to now a moderator team who are there for our normal events, and now those are the people that are coming on and helping us for Extra Life. So it's really cool. Obviously, Roland, who helped check every single one of these discs and also just helped us find so many GameCube games. Anytime he was out traveling, he would pick them up because he had our list and make sure we had them. And then obviously you guys for sending in GameCube games as well, because we had so many submitted from you. So it was great, and it might be obvious, But like I'm announcing it officially here. Extra Life 19 or 2019, Extra Life 2019 will be GameCube themed. Maybe that was obvious, but here's the deal. There's like 560 US released GameCube games. We got through 20, less than 20. And we would have gotten through more if the computer hadn't exploded. But there's so much more potential for, popular games that I would love to, show off. But then also other gems. We were blessed with Amazing Island. That was something that no one could see coming, and it was amazing. I'm sure that there's other gems that exist within the GameCube library as well. So that's that's my hope, is that we'll be able to show off even more. We did 2 N64 streams. I think it's very reasonable to do 2 GameCube streams. So if you enjoyed the GameCube stream this year, that is what we're going to be doing next year. And I believe, at least tentatively, we'll probably set the goal at $70,000. And that, when I say it with my mouth, my brain's like, what? But I think that's, a reasonable goal. $70,000. Jeez. It's a lot of money. But you know what? So is 30,000. And so was 15,000. This is a lot of money, but clearly the event is getting bigger. And I think that we should not be okay with hitting a certain mark and staying there. We should be trying to continually push forward, be reasonable, obviously, but continue to push forward. And that's what we're going to do. So tentatively, next year, 2019, Extra Life will be back with a $70,000 goal, playing more GameCube games than ever. We're going to be doing a few things to make Extra Life better. For one, we're going to be almost certainly on a better stream setup, because for one, we'll be doing streams more regularly from now until then. We'll have more experience with the hardware and stuff that we're using. So I think that's going to go smoother. We will also, if I can help it, have a complete other streaming backup. In the event that the computer dies, which one had issues, we can just quickly and easily switch things over and get back to streaming. These events are productions, at this point. They are very, very big events. There's a lot of moving parts, and we're going to have to start treating them as such. I know that we are essentially, 2 or 3 people in a bedroom, playing video games, but the amount of money that is being raised, pushes us to continue to better ourselves and better this stream. So next year we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that things go even more smoothly than they went this year. Now, I know there's probably a lot of you that are curious about the computer, because the computer did have bad problems with it yesterday. I have not checked it yet, so I can't answer those questions. I'm going to hopefully be checking it later this week. That's my goal. I am a little concerned, although the computer came back on, but I was having issues with the audio, which was strange, and I also couldn't get the Elgato to work. So I'm going to be hooking up the Elgato to the Mac to see if it's functional at all. If it's not, I'll have to order a new one. I guess that's just kind of where I'm at. And hopefully there's nothing terribly wrong with the PC. But again, whatever noise that was not a good one. So I guess that remains to be seen. But anyway, I've been very out of it today. I've been tired, but mostly it's brain fog. It's just like a dull headache and not being able to concentrate very well on things. So I'm actually going to be getting into bed early tonight and try and get back on a good sleep schedule and get this room cleaned up a little bit too. That way I don't have cookies just sitting out here forever. Even though I do like cookies. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for yesterday. It was incredible. And, get pumped because next year we're going to do it again. And it's going to be bigger and it's going to be better. And with any luck, we won't have explosions that cut things short, and we'll play even more games than this year. Bless Peggy. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?